Now, this is what is happening now. God establishes a throne. He establishes a place. He translates it into the box, to which the box must be carried as they travel. And then the box must be kept in what you call the holies, whatever, the inner courts. Let me call it the inner courts of the tabernacle. None of people must enter there. Only Moses must enter there. Now, you look at the life of Moses, you realize that some of the things that Moses have experienced, some of us, we don't even think we can ever experience. Number one, for the fact that God spoke to Moses like a man speaking to his own friend. Now, when you look at that story, you are going to realize Moses was supposed to come to the tabernacle, and the presence of God might have arrived earlier than Moses. And the people saw, for the first time they saw God talking to Moses. I don't know what they saw. Moses, and they ran to their tents and they began to pray. What makes God to bring himself down to that level of Moses in order for God to look as if he is begging Moses for the communion? It is what we call the mess of God. But more than that, Moses was not only ministered from the mercy seat, but Moses was ministered from above the mercy seat. Meaning Moses have attained a level that is beyond a mercy. Did you understand that? Moses communed with God in a level that was beyond the mercy, that was above the mercy. When we come to the Moses, it was not just the mercy that have allocated and elected him, but there was a secret that brought Moses above. I'll tell you what is above the mercy. Because the Bible says the voice of God was not coming from the mercy seat, but the voice of God was coming from above the mercy seat. So meaning Moses was somewhere in a place where the voice of God was proceeding. That's why it was only Moses in the Old Testament that had a prophet. He said, Moses, I'm going to bring you to Pharaoh and you are going to be a god. Why? Because Moses had met with God in a place only God resides. And when Moses returned from there, God said, God. Because the place that you soon see is a place that only God can enter it. So Moses, if you come to that place, when you come, you will not be a human. You can't be a human. If all what we explained about the mercy, if the mercy was supposed to do all that we have talked about, imagine if a man is above the mercy seat. What will happen of that? What will happen to that man? If the Ark of the Covenant was able to kill people, if they handle it not well, if the Ark of the Covenant carried authority, if God sat down within the Ark of the Covenant, if the Ark of the Covenant slayed the Philistines, because of the thing about Moses, he was not just symbolized in the Ark, but he was above it. Now, how did the presence of God come down to the ark, which is a physical thing, and the Lord stayed there? In the Old Testament, it is because Moses became the bridge between the spiritual and the physical. So God used Moses in order for him to relate with the Israelites in the ark of the covenant. So the true glory of God was not in the ark, but was within Moses.
This is the presentation of Harvest Era International Christian Gathering. Harvest Era, harvesting the world